Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to your unpopular rainbow and shadow high opinions. I know it says rainbow high, but you know, shadow high it's all the same thing. So I've done this with American Girl about a year and a half ago, so there might be an American Girl one in the future. Let me know if you would like me to do an American Girl unpopular opinion part 2. I have not done this like for my own unpopular opinions. I wanted to see what you lovely people thought, and let me tell you, I asked here and on Instagram, and you guys are very opinionated, and I absolutely love this because everybody is obviously entitled to their own opinion, and it's always good to see, you know, how others feel about something else. So I just want to say that if I do not agree with your opinion, like I'll still be your friend. Like, I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. So if I don't agree with your opinion, please do not take offense to that. You know, I'm not going to be like rude and say, oh my God, why would you think that? But, just know that if I agree, like, it doesn't bother me. And please keep your comments positive and polite to myself and each other down below. But without further ado, we're going to get started because you guys sent in a lot of thoughts. Starting with Instagram, this is from AG4Evan96, and they're actually one of my friends, and I am the one that got them into Rainbow High, and they sent in a couple of opinions. So this one is that Gabriella is stunning, and I absolutely 1,000,000% agree with this. Daphne is not as good as people hype her up to be. So I kind of agree with this. I like Daphne. In terms of her being in the green color family, she is my favorite green doll. Green is my least favorite color, so that speaks a lot because I really love Daphne. I'm not a big fan of the crimps. I don't really like the Rainbow High crimps, and we'll talk about that in the next opinion here as well, because this one says that Harper is, she's supposed to have straight hair. And my Harper, although her crimps are minimal because they were all crusty and just ew when I took them out or took her out of the box. So I went ahead and I know that you did the same thing with your Harper, and yours has completely straight hair. Mine has a little bit of the crimps left, but I just prefer the straighter hair over crimps. If you're going to give me like straight, curly, or crimps, give me straight or curly. This is the last one, and the rock stars should have been a monochrome theme instead of the rainbow. So I am a big Shadow High fan, and I prefer that over multicolor like rainbow dolls. Like, I just don't vibe with those very well, but the rock stars did give me Vanessa, so I can thank them for that. They also gave me Lyric's clothes, which I really like. I like Lyric as a doll too, but like Lyric's first outfit is like my favorite thing ever. Carmen, you all know how I feel about her. Not really a fan. So I think that would have been a cool concept. So maybe they could do like a Shadow High rock stars thing in the future. I don't know if they would, but that'd be cool. This is the first of a couple from Confetti AG, and they're too expensive. I'd collect them if they weren't so much money. So I think that a lot of people feel this way about Rainbow High, but as someone who owns every Rainbow High doll that has ever been released so far, with the exception of obviously the boys and Lily, I think that their price point is very, very good for what they come with, especially now that we're getting Series 4 and they're coming with more accessories, more detail, they're branching out, and I feel like they could definitely charge a ton of money for, the individual doll. The only thing I think that was a bit overpriced were the Pacific Coast dolls because of the fact that you just got like a towel and not even an extra outfit. So, but the main series dolls, I do not think they're overpriced. Another one from Confetti AG, they say that they're for an older demographic. Little girls wouldn't wear these clothes. So I do believe that Shadow High specifically seems to be, to me, it just seems to be that one is very geared towards adult collectors just because, it's the whole black and white and everything like that. And as for the Rainbow High, I don't know, because I have a ton of younger cousins and stuff, and they absolutely think that these dolls are so pretty and they're so cool and everything. And they remind me of Bratz, because I remember when I was a kid, my parents weren't really the biggest fan of Bratz dolls. It was like, okay, well, you can have them, you just can't like dress like them. And I never did. So I think they're kind of like this generation's version of Bratz dolls. So you either love them or you hate them, kind of. That's how I feel about these. Winx Stella Musa Roxy has a couple of opinions, and this one is that they like Amaya more than Bella. If you guys know me, you know that Amaya is my least favorite character. I don't like either one of her dolls at all, and you guys know that Bella is the reason I collect Rainbow High, so like I totally disagree with this one, but that's okay. Kaya is the best Rainbow High doll. So I'm actually sitting in the doll room recording this, and Kaya happens to be next to me. She is one of my favorites, and she is my favorite when it comes to like the special edition dolls, like the twins, Amaya, Avery, Jet, Lily, but you guys know I don't have her yet. But yes, I think Kaya is a very good doll. Is she the best in my opinion? No, that's Winter Break Violet. But yes, no, Kaya is actually a really good doll. The dolls are perfect, but the show is cheap. They're almost not outside. Okay, so I think the thing is they're at school, so like I never went outside like at school, like recess or whatever, but they're teenagers. It's supposed to be like a fashion school and stuff like that. So I really don't know, like, and given that it's only like 7 minutes long every other week, like I don't really know if it was like an hour-long episode every week, then I could see like we could definitely get more into the characters and things like that. But since it's primarily like targeted towards children, show-wise, I don't really like, I don't think kids, that would bother kids, like if they're just primarily in the school building. Like I don't really think kids would care. This is from Caitlin Danny Dancer, and I don't like Ruby's purple eyes. Red and purple don't go together. So Ruby's purple eyes bother a lot of people. I don't really, I tend not to focus on them, but I do think Ruby would have looked a lot better if her eyes were blue or brown like Laurel's. The junior high line was better than series 1, and even though I've said multiple times I will not be getting those dolls, I still stop and look at them in the store. I think they are so adorable, especially Poppy, Skylar, Violet, and Sunny. I absolutely love those dolls, so I completely agree with this one. This one is from another friend of mine, and she says their proportions are very off. Still cute, though. So I think it's kind of like I said earlier, this generation's version of Bratz, because Bratz always had like their big head and big eyes and stuff, and that's definitely what Rainbow High has. And of course, yes, they're absolutely still cute. I hate that both the red dolls have purple eyes. I wish they had brown, blue, or green. So this is the last one from Instagram, and I had to look to see if Mila, who we're getting in series 4, if her eyes were purple. And because I was like, both red dolls, like we have Ruby and Laurel, and Laurel's eyes are brown. Even though she's like a multicolored doll, she's in the warmer color family. So yes, I do agree with this. I think that Mila's eyes probably should have been like, I don't know, green would have looked nice, but I feel like brown would have worked a lot better. We need more Rainbow High dolls that look normal. Basically, we need ones without makeup and fancy clothes. So starting off the YouTube comments. So here's the thing. I think that that's kind of like Rainbow High's, like, that's what they do. It's their thing. They're supposed to be like these very like talented students of this super amazing like creative arts school. And so everything they wear is going to be eccentric along with their makeup. So I would say like maybe a sleepover line with no makeup, but that's already been done, and they did give them all makeup. So I don't know. I feel like it makes sense to have them all be like very artsy and out there and, like super fancy looking. Accessory packs, absolute genius idea. I love this concept. I do agree with this. I think as we've seen in the fall lineup, they're supposed to be coming out with, I think there's 2 versions. I could be wrong. So I definitely think that is coming. So I think that's a really good I think it's a really good idea. One thing I do like about Rainbow High is, for the most part, though, when you purchase a doll, you get a doll and 2 extra outfits. So, like, I understand, though, because sometimes you love clothes, but you don't love a specific doll. So I completely get that. And then, yes, this is the first comment we will see on this topic, but the over-branding of the RH and the rainbow and all that stuff, it is very excessive, especially in the earlier dolls. I've seen in the later releases, especially in Series 4, it is done a lot more, like, subtly, and especially with Shadow High, there's not very much branding at all. If you're going to do branding, just do it like that, because I notice a lot of people have made comments on it and they've appreciated it. I wish Pacific Coast dolls came with more than just one outfit. I 1,000,000,000% agree with this. We could have done without the towel and extra legs. And I also wish that outfits like Cheer and Winter Break would have been fashion packs. So yes, fashion packs would have been a great idea. But my thing is, Thinking about Winter Break and Series 1, when I compare them personally, I prefer all 6 Winter Break dolls over their Series 1 releases. So, except maybe not Poppy, but I can definitely see like where some people would get frustrated because, like I said earlier, sometimes you really like the fashions and not the doll, or in this case, you don't want to buy another doll of the same character. But that's kind of a thing in like when you collect these dolls, because if you think about it, Monster and Ever After High, Bratz, My Scene, like they all kind of have different themed lines, and they pick a couple of characters so you have like different versions of each doll, if that makes sense. But no, I completely understand where you're coming from. Rainbow High could have been the perfect playline series to do boy doll justice. They seem to think that boys can wear, sports clothes. So, as someone who does not collect boy dolls, I don't really want to speak on this because I truly do not have an opinion on boy dolls. They just don't appeal to me. But those of you that agree with this, that is totally fine. Like I said, I don't want to, spend too much time on this because I don't really have an opinion on the boy dolls. So I loved this one because I half agree and half disagree. So way too many Rainbow High dolls have blue or purple eyes. Yes, I absolutely agree. Blue eyes are my favorite eye color, but definitely way too many of them have it, especially the purple. I don't like the purple eyes. Daria would have been better with brown eyes. So my favorite thing about Daria, unpopular opinion here, is that I love her blue eyes. And then Natasha's first outfit is heinous. So before we get into my Natasha fangirling, I got to fangirl here for a second, because if you don't know the intro to Law & Order SVU, they say especially heinous. And so that's what it made me think of, and nobody cares, and none of you are going to understand that unless you know. But I was like, this is great. So Natasha, yes, I love her first outfit. Obviously, I prefer the second one a million times more. But if you put her first one on Nicole, if you guys have seen my Nicole Steele restyle, you know that it like transforms Nicole into this baby Ariana Grande, and it's just amazing. So, I may be the only person on this earth that loves Natasha's first outfit, but you know what? It's fine. So I loved this comment. I really did. That's why I love doing videos like this. Another one for the overbranding. And again, I do agree. I mean, we had shirts and stuff with our logo on them and things like that in high school and in college. But I mean, like, I never went anywhere with like my literal like school letters, like on my earrings and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not cool. It is very tacky. And then more dolls with curly hair. So I love this. I love Pacific Coast Bella's curls. I absolutely adore those. Skylar's ringlets for winter break, amazing. I think we need more dolls with micro braids like Vanessa, because that my friends, was amazing. We need more boy dolls and ones with curly hair. So again, with the curly hair, absolutely, we need more different varieties of hair, especially because literally they all just can't have the same hairstyle. That would be very odd. And I think different hair lengths too would be good. And then more boy dolls. I know those of you that do collect boy dolls are wanting more boy dolls, so I do hope you get them in the future. Feel the Pink Boy from Pacific Coast was a missed opportunity. So I liked Finn way better than River, because every boy that comes out now is going to be way better than River. But my favorite boy doll is Ash. But I don't know. I thought it was interesting that they included another boy doll. I don't know. Again, I'm not really going to comment too much on that. I think he was fine. I mean, I don't really, I think he was okay. So for those of you that don't know, this is my doll collecting bestie. Go subscribe to her if you have not. But she thinks Luna is one of the best Shadow High dolls. And she has thought this since she bought her. And she absolutely loves her. And if you guys remember, Luna is my least favorite for a ton of reasons. And I don't know if she will ever climb up the ranking. But I know that she is one of Koa's favorites. And I'm really glad that Koa is actually collecting these dolls, because they're so amazing. Another one for accessory packs, but this one is they should make sets with just shoes. And I believe they did this a ton with Bratz. Like, I've seen those were probably called like feet packs, because obviously you could remove their feet. But yes, I think this is a great idea. This is my favorite comment of the entire video. Like, thank you so much for finally speaking my mind. I don't like Amaya, doll-wise or in the show. And this person agrees with me. So I don't know what it is. I don't want to go too in depth to it, because I know a lot of people actually do like her, and I'm sorry, I just don't get it. So this person says, stop the tinsel in the hair. So I'm a big fan of Margot. I love her so much. I don't really have an issue with tinsel. I know that Series 1 Amaya has it, but you guys know I don't like her, so I don't really pick her up a lot. And then Dazzle. I have Dazzle from OMG, and I am removing the tinsel from Dazzle's hair, but I don't have an issue with it when it comes to Margot. I mean, mean, I should probably knock on wood, but I haven't had an issue. But I've seen a lot of people that are like not fans of the tinsel at all. This person thinks that large amaya is too big and they would have rather her have been a G size. So I cannot comment on this because I have not seen her out of the box. I most likely would have purchased her if she was not an amaya doll. So I have high hopes for the second My Runway Friend doll. This person wants more diversity within the Rainbow High franchise, and I think, especially with Series 4, we are getting a lot more. They're bringing a lot more cultures and things into the franchise, which I think is really awesome. Especially Delilah comes to mind specifically. I think Delilah is going to be amazing. The show is so ugly. I don't know why you guys are all out here hating on the show. I don't see anything wrong with it. I personally think that for a show that is being primarily like written and targets children, I think it's actually a really good show and not super cheesy. And this is from someone, I don't like watch kids movies or anything like that anymore, but I'm all caught up on Rainbow High again, and some moments are kind of like cringe, but no, I don't have a problem with the show. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That concludes all of your unpopular opinions on Rainbow and Shadow High. Thank you all so much to those who submitted, and if you missed out on this opportunity, we will probably do this again in the future. Let me know again down below if you want to see me do an updated American Girl one where you all send me your current unpopular opinions on the AGs, because I know you guys got some tea to spill. But anyway, remember, please be kind to each other in the comments, and if you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you can know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody!